This is Alicia, and this is Tender Talk News. Single mothers are a part of a far-reaching social trend unfolding across the United States, driven primarily by women in their 20s and 30s. There are various reasons why mothers are single. To keep from passing judgment on these unwed single mothers, some questions are almost never asked. How many of these young single moms would actually like to be married?
My name is Ashley John, and I'm 26, and I'm a single mother of 3.
My name is Inaya Khalifa. I'm 26 years old. I'm a student, and I'm a single mom.
I first met my children's father in 2003, 2004. 2005, we got married, and the following year, 2006, I gave birth to my first son, it was always rocky, but I knew that's where I wanted to be. I would have never thought I would have ended up a single mother.
A lot of the pregnancy, I was not with him. We were separated, and when I had my daughter, we came back together, and shortly thereafter, we got divorced, and it was a lot. I was very young. I was very inexperienced. I was overwhelmed. I was postpartum, and once children come into the scene, you have a lot of different expectations, and if they're not met, it's a lot more at stake because now you have a child.
It's definitely really common. I mean, it's really common. It's not a strange thing to have a single parent and have a mother who is pulling everything on her own. It's definitely different than what it was before, because I know from before, single parents, single mothers were being portrayed as someone who just slept around and had a child by this one and that one, and she was being looked down upon. Whereas now, I feel like in this time and age, we're kind of like getting, we're getting props because, people actually get to see, all the struggles that we have to go through, trying to get food stamps and trying to get housing and daycare vouchers, because daycare is very expensive, and the workforce, they don't care if you have kids. If you're going to take the job, if you can get a job, you have to be able to show up. If your child's sick, you got to figure out what you're going to do. And situations like that is very complicated and hard when you're the only parent.
Society, the norm of society is to get to a certain age, have children, do it that way, and some people just don't fit the norm, and it's not always negative. It's sometimes, you have to get to know the story, you have to know the background. There's a lot of different religions, a lot of different traditional values that are taught to families, and everyone doesn't feel the same way as the majority of society does.
As far as marriage in the future, there's a lot of things that being a single mother and having to take all my children's feelings into consideration, I gotta make sure they're comfortable with that, because, here comes a male figure in their life who's gonna be there that's not their father. So, as far as me, I haven't really thought about the whole marriage thing again.